Welcome back, guys. In this video we're going to try to put a black clotted headliner onto a raw headliner thing. Okay, here we have the headliner, and like every Mk3 Golf headliner, the actual fabric headliner has actually ripped off it. So what we're going to do is fix this one, because I can't find a second-hand one anywhere. So just here there's a crack. There's a hairline crack that runs this way and a hairline crack that runs that way, and you can see another one over there. So I'm putting patches into them. Currently that is gluing now. There is a piece of metal going this way with a patch over it. Same on this side here. Might be able to see this piece of metal. Yeah, so you can see the piece of metal just there, and then the patch is underneath this one. And that side I did the other way around, it's actually on top, and this patch here is gluing as well. So the idea is that I can actually lift it up and it won't just completely buckle and fall apart. So what am I going to do about the actual headliner? Well, I have a black one here. This is just black fabric. So we're going to cover all of this in black headliner. Why black? Well, that's all I have, and I just thought it'd be just something different, something nicer. The original one, which is just here, it's in tatters, and also someone stood on it. So I have 3 big giant footprints in the middle of it. I tried to put it on and just see, using the cloak peg, how close I could get it across, and I think it's shrunk over time, because it just barely sits here and barely sits on the other side, even when you push it down, and you'd have to pull it an awful lot, and it's like, it's going to be so much work. It's just going to make way more sense just to recover it. And why recover it in grey when I'm going to recover it in black? So that's what I'm doing. As soon as this is dry, I can take off the plastic lens. That's just there to push the weight down into it. And we're going to have a go at recovering a headliner, because I've never done this before. Can't be that difficult. To prepare this, there's a layer of this kind of old glue stuck to it, so just using a wire brush, clean the whole thing down, give it a quick shot up with the air compressor, just clean off all the dust. So it is lovely and clean. And my idea is, well, there's a handle here, what you call them, oh shit handles, where you hold them. So there's, I think, 4 of them. So they're going, once the headliner is back in the car, they're going to technically hold the headliner to the car, and then the A, B and C pillars will all hold it. And then there's a pillar, plastic trim here at the back and plastic trim at the front, and the sun visors. Everything's going to actually hold it in place, so it's not going to fall down. I just have to get it into place. Okay, so yeah, we have black cloth here, and it's just draped on top of it currently. I have clothes pegs to try and pull it in and set it down nicely. And we're just going to offer it up, see how well it all sits down, and then get ready for gluing. So my plan is to do it the exact same way as I did the headliner. Basically have it draped, roll it back, and then we have this piece here which I've just rolled back as well. So that's going to carry the weight, so it's not going to move. And now I have sprayed just this top edge here. I'm going to roll this back on top of this, get that to glue and set with a small little bit of overflow, just wrap around the outside, and then start rolling it back. Ironically, that's how we do the silage pits as well. So we put it on this, put the plastic on the side pit, roll it up, then we can put our tires on and then roll it back down so we don't damage the plastic. So there you go. Right, that's now gone tacky, so now we're going to pull this on top of this. Hope you have a little bit extra, and we're going to flip it around here. And obviously the under bits, or the overflow bits, whatever you want to call it, that'll be done afterwards. Okay, so now we have this all rolled up, so it's all sitting there. It's glued up to this edge here, and now I'm going to start gluing it and unrolling it, and hopefully keep that curve going and not get any wrinkles. And as one person said to me, you can't actually do a worse job than Volkswagen did, because the headliners that are on the Mk3 Golfs originally are terrible. And you know what, that gives me some confidence about doing this project. I actually can't do a worse job than Volkswagen did. So this is the contact spray that I'm using, and I don't know what this stuff is made out of, but it seems to be sucking up the glue, like it's just absorbing it. But we're going to solder on. I have probably about maybe a bit more than that much already done. I'm just going to keep spraying it and try and keep moving the black tarp more and more forward. Okay, and that's as much progress as I've made so far. So it's been held here and just slowly keep walking the fabric forward and flattening out all the creases and air bubbles. Some of them are just never going to come out of the fabric because it's not stretchy fabric, and you're going into a curve or you're coming up and it's just never going to come out, so there's nothing you can do about it. The best you can do is kind of just flatten them down as best you can with your hand. To be honest, it doesn't actually bother me. I think it nearly looks nicer with the few little creases in it because it gives a little bit of character to it. It's a headliner. Who cares, really, to be honest? Once it's all uniform and the same color, that's all I want. And obviously, it's an improvement over what Volkswagen had because their one was falling apart. Okay, just turned the headliner around. I've now finished out the top, flipped it over, and I'm doing all the underside now. So that's how it looks. And it's all neat and tidy there around the lights, the source for the lights and the motor for the sunroof. I still have to cut out the sunroof, but I'll do that last because at the moment it's giving the most strength to the pieces here that are broken. The material isn't stretchy, like I said. It's a bit annoying doing these holes where these grab handles fit. What I've done is I had to release the pressure out of the fabric. So I'm going to pull this back, pull this bit here back, like that. Put in a patch in behind it and then put the nice cover back on top of it again. Just using the offcuts. And it'll actually fill in the gap so you won't actually see it. And then just cut the holes for the grab handles, the screws go through. But yeah, that's how it turned out so far. It's been held together there with clothes pegs while it cures and dries. And I have these holes here cut out and everything. Really happy, to be honest, how it turned out. Never done a headliner before, so overall, I'm really happy with it. Maybe, to every upholsterer out there, I did a terrible job, but look, it's a headliner. You don't look up that often, but I just want it to be all black, and so far, I'm really happy with it. So the next thing now is after just cutting the hole here now, and now I'm going to cut relief cuts into it, and then fold it back in. I've also folded in the sides all the way around, cut the holes here for the sun visors, and I've put the plastic trim back here in just to give it a tiny bit more strength just when I'm moving it and turning it upside down and flipping it around and everything. It just stops the whole board from flexing because before that it was only really held here. So that's why the trim is back in, just to give it a bit more strength. Overall, really happy how it turned out. It's all lovely and black. There are a few little lines in it because this is not stretchy fabric, it's just flat fabric. I don't know the technical names for it, but basically you can't pull it. It's not like nylon where it stretches. This bit here was really difficult to do. So there's loads of different contours up and down, and because it's not stretchy fabric, I don't know how well it really turned out. Like, it looks like there's a big crease there, but it's not. It actually just goes down like this. See, the light is actually making it look false. But anyway, yeah, it goes down here for the sun visor and then comes back up again. That's a bump there naturally in the foam. The hole here and the hole here cut out for the sun visor. And then, so the fabric then rises up for the motor and the light switch here. So obviously, because it's not stretchy fabric, it's quite difficult to get the turn to go up. So I end up having to put a relief cut here and one on the far side just to release the tension out of it, just to give the fabric some expansion. So yeah, look, it was overall, I'm happy with it, how it looks, and what do you guys think? And then we get ready to install it into the car. Okay, and now after some careful lifting, we have the headliner back in the car. So the first thing obviously to put in is beauty board, and then we lifted the whole headliner. It came in through the boot, up this way, and what we did was we put in the grab handles. They went in first, one side and the other side, and I had a piece of timber between the back struts that hold on the rear suspension. So that kind of just held it there, so it's at a gentle angle. Then my girlfriend held it on one side, I held it on the other side, ran into 2 screws for the grab handles, and then 2 on the other side, and then worked down to the next 2, and then these 2 here. So once that was in, then worked on the flaps here, or the sun visors. Got the sun visors in, they're easy enough, you just flick them in, twist them in sideways and in, and same with the little hook that actually locks them in place. Twist them in at 90 degrees, bring them back around, screw them all in, and that actually holds everything rigid. Don't forget to plug in the lights and the sunroof motor. Then the hardest bit is to get the surround in. Now, I don't know if my one was just damaged or what, but every time I pulled the beauty board back and forth, it would either grab the trim here or it just wouldn't slide. So eventually, after enough goes and squeezing each piece of it all the way around, you can even see still there's a little buckle in it. But we have it in and it actually does slide very nicely back and forth. So that's that in. Colours, yeah. So obviously grey handles. Everything, all the trim is grey, but the headliner is black. And at the start I didn't think it would be that good, but I actually think it looks really nice because it gives a nice bit of contrast and it makes it obvious that there's a sunroof there. So sun visors, these are out of a Cabriolet 3.5 Mark III Golf. And we just flick it down. So what's nice about these is these are the 3.5, so they slide back and forth, where the Cabriolet Mark III and the Golf Mark III, they're little flippy up ones. So there's maybe something different, something nicer, but also they're black. So they're black and the little holder up here is black as well. So that's it now, all complete. Now starting to put in the rear trim. So the reason why the headliner is holding me up so much is you have to put the sunroof in, to put the beauty board in, to put the headliner in. When the headliner's in, then you can put in the A pillar, C pillar, the B pillar. Then you can put in the rear door card, the parcel shelf, all the rest of the trim, keep coming around. You put in the trim that goes in here, and there's a kick panel that goes in here at the side, and the same at the far side. And then everything kind of revolves around getting the headliner sorted. So that's why I was making such a big effort on getting the headliner sorted. Yeah, absolutely love it. So really happy with the colour, how it turned out. So thanks very much for watching. Give a thumbs up, subscribe over there. As always guys, thanks for watching. See you later.